Hey everybody, it is I, Derek, the Chocolate Botanist, and I'm wearing this beautiful shirt I got from Cole. I'll be talking of Black in the Garden, and I can do a lot of words, but basically it's a warm day today in North Carolina. I am in Durham, which is in zone 7B, and we have a very unusual fall day of 72 degrees. At least it felt that way when the sun was out. But I said I need to clean my patio. My patio has been atrocious, okay? Now, for those of you who are doing urban gardening or even your landscape gardening, don't feel bad that you may not go out and take care of your spaces during the winter months because it's cold, right? I don't do it either. I do a little bit to keep it to coast through, but I'm going to try to do poppies this year. I got some poppy seeds from Bree Author. I love her dearly, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So cleaning up my space. I have a lot of junk and refuse up here that's just been knocked over by the winds of life and the wind outside. I have plants that I need to cull, things I need to actually like take out, as far as like things that are dead and not serving me, and things that are yet alive, like my brassicas that I have on this patio here, and some of my mints and stuff in that lavender family. So the magic of YouTube, I'm gonna do a real like quick walk, but the thing I'm gonna be doing is sweeping up so that way I can cut down on the insects that will potentially be out here, that will potentially want to go into my home because it's warmer than out here, right? They think it's a bungalow. I'm going to also push things around so I can walk out, and then some things are just going to be thrown away. So kind of a sweeping up, tidying up, cleaning up, like Barney would want us to do. Like Barney, you know, he risked his life coming in doll form, that Barney did, and his friends are big and small, and they come from lots of places, I hear. So I'm going to go ahead and do the cleanup. I'm going to hum to myself, maybe play a little Nita Baker or something, and just get it done. Again, it's just general clean up. But I want to show you this so you all can see, like, you are not alone. I am here with you. Get the reference? But you're not alone when it comes to not taking care of your winter spaces. I hate the cold. So once it drops below 70 degrees, I don't want to be out here anymore. But I'm going to do some stuff like that. I'm also going to harvest some seeds off of my castor. We'll start with that, so that way I can really get that done. Chop that down. Chop a style. Chop. Okay, that's okay. And yeah, that's it. And then that's it. I have one green tomato, you know, fried green tomato. I'm so happy about it. It's got a little soft spot. That's disgusting. Throw that away. And that's it. Again, I'm growing on my patio. I get about 6 or so hours of sun. So I believe this is full sun. This is the western facing window. So I've grown a lot of good things out here for those of you who may not be familiar with my patio gardening. And if you have any questions in the comments, do so. Once this goes out, I'm not going to do an outro, so if you're not subscribed to me, do so. I want you to send this to the people in your life who think that a poinsettia is high class, because I do not. I am not personally a fan of poinsettias. So I want you to subscribe, cut on that notification bell, and again, those people in your life who just have to have a poinsettia in their life, I want you to send this to them. Please and thank you. So here's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to end up cutting down my castor. So my castor, this is a Resides species, right? And these beautiful babies did so well, but once the frost hit them, then, you know, that broke a little easier than I thought it would. Whoops. Once these leaves just look like this, they've been hit by the frost, they're pretty much dying. So I mentioned this in one of my other videos, and the thing that I like to do is keep my system closed, meaning I try to keep a lot of nutrition just staying in and not being lost as possible, right? So these leaves I'm going to sprinkle onto my beds here. You'll see that once you'll see me running around, and I'm just going to like use them for that. Now the thing I do want to mention to y'all is these florets, these inflorescences here, and this is a bad pair of shears. You need a good pair of shears when you're doing this. Everybody has a bad pair they keep just in case, and that's these here. But these inflorescences here, and they're dead now. Dead, you hear? But they are so sharp when they're lively. They're so sharp. Look how sexy this is. This could be like a little floral arrangement on a wreath or something. Look at that. But I'm just going to, again, throw that down. Because I'm not working in an area, because I don't have children, my plants are my babies. I love you. And I don't have animals, because these are my pets. Yeah. I am going to just throw this down. This species is poisonous, okay? So we don't want to hurt our little animal buddies. We're just going to go ahead and chop this down at the stem, he says, while knocking things over. But again, I told you I was going to harvest seed. So I guess let's start there. I'm going to cut this off here just so we can reach it and show it in the screen. But these are the seed heads, and inside of these seed heads is my beautiful castors. I'm going to peel these apart. People always ask, can I wear gloves? Yes, you can. You can get a pair of like jersey gloves or gardening gloves and wear them to protect your little hands. This is not opening as easily as I hoped, and I'm not going to crack this up much more, but you can see these beautiful, let's get the focus right here. The focus isn't right. It doesn't want to focus. These beautiful seeds here. I'm going to go ahead and just take the seed pot inside. The rest of it again is going to stay out here. So I have a lot of seeds. I believe each seed pot has like 3 or 4 seeds. So bingo bongo, I got seeds for next year of my plant. And this actually withstood a couple of freezes. So hopefully over time, as I grow these again and again and again, and I keep the ones that are like the most frost hardy, over time I could hopefully, before I die, whenever that is in the great beyond, have my own frost hardy seeds. This is cardboard. I feel like I had somebody over and they just threw the cardboard out. I don't know what's happening. This is why I don't like people when I deal with plants. I have these roses that are still doing okay. I have things that have just kind of died. So again, I'm gonna clean this out so that way when I come back out here in the springtime, this isn't an area that has now been overtaken by Charlotte and the Black Widow spiders. That's a music group. Look them up. Don't do it. And I want this again not to be like Kitty the cockroach out here and everything else like that. So we'll go ahead and start cleaning. You're only going to be seeing like my feet, so my legs, my bottom half. Like I'm like one of them adults on Charlie, not Charlie. What's the name of that thing? Charlie Brown. It is him. Chuck Brown. Look at me. Womp womp womp. I'm too crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Got my good shears. Here's the thing I want to say real quick. I am one to hoard pots, right? And we will keep, some of us will keep all of these pots because we're like, oh, I can reuse these and I don't have to buy pots. And the next thing you know, you got 10 million of these pots going around. Either give them away or recycle them, throw them away, do something. Don't just clutter up your space. Because the one thing I don't want any of you to run into is, again, black widows. They love these things that have been sitting around for a while. I didn't even check them before I put my hand in there because I'm believing in Jesus to protect me on this camera. But do it. Get rid of your stuff, dang it. Back to the fast forward. Let me make another pause real quick. Can y'all believe this? These are like old experiments and things I was gonna do. I just leave them out there. I forget about them. I just want you to know, like, you're not the only one that starts something and it'll be like, oh my God, I never finish this thing. I do it too, friend. Okay, so I wasn't striving for perfection here. I just wanted to clean this area up, sweeping a little bit, picking up some of the refuse that, you know, is going to be potential compost. I like to compost, but sometimes I can be a little obsessive, friends, and I'll be like, I'm gonna do all these things, and then I just don't. And I acknowledge it about myself. I'm self-reflective, so I can be like, okay, let me make this space work. Take care, subscribe.